Happy New Year's, Volt new community, and everyone else. I hope everyone got to spend time with friends and family. Had a good holiday. I know Volters were out in full force. Here's Jake and Rodney hanging out, having a good time. Obviously, the Volt new community is definitely work hard, play hard. That's good. Work hard, get stuff done, but they do know how to let loose. Other communities just in front of Twitter, in front of social media all day long. That's not healthy. Volt knows how to do it. So, what is new with the project? Well, the big news of the last week is Volt new did end up winning Meme Coin of the Year at the Gakshi Media Web3 Awards last week. Here it is, and they were up against some heavyweights. Dogecoin, Floki Inu, Terra Luna Classic, Shiba Inu, and they won by a landslide. Volt got 41% of the vote. The second place winner, I'm not sure which it is, but that only got 19% of the vote. If this award was last year, 2021, I think Shiba Inu would have been the runaway winner. But this year, Volt Inu was the runaway winner. That's great news here. This is what the award show looked like. It was virtual only. Obviously, there's a bunch of these award shows. There's some in Europe, some in Dubai, some in Asia, some in the US. So the local projects tend to win at each award show. So US-based projects going to win at the Gakshi Media Awards. But I think it'd be cool if one of these award shows becomes the go-to annual event, have an actual in-person event, sort of like the Oscars. It would definitely be fun. It would be lots of buzz, too. What else? Here's another fun poll. Now Payments, they have a partnership with Volt Inu. They put up just a simple poll. Which team are you on? Team Shiba Inu or Team Volt Inu? So Volt Inu won or is winning 55% of the vote to 45%, which is impressive. Again, Shiba Inu is a heavyweight, but also look at the votes here. 73,000 total votes. Whereas they did this other poll, are you on Team Pitbull or Team Keisha Inu token? This poll only had 765 votes. So Volters are out in full force, very active on Twitter especially. And then Shiba Inu, they were even doing some retweets here to get some more additional votes. No problem with that. But Volt was still able to win. Nothing against Shiba, but it just goes to show Volt community, as mentioned, very active. What else is up? So Volta Change, this is the decentralized DEX. They have some updates coming up next week. It's actually the first ever deflationary DEX in crypto. That means every transaction, part of the transaction is burned. That didn't exist before Volta Change. That is very cool. What are the updates going to be? We're not quite sure. It's going to be a lot more tabs on the website, some more information. You're going to have some more data on each transaction, the address it's coming from, the address it's going to. Probably in the future, some more coins will definitely be listed. And one of the big changes, which will be coming this week, is a new widget added. So if you have a project and then you want to make your coin be tradable on VoltaChange, maybe you're on some smaller centralized exchanges, you're not quite getting the traffic you're looking for, you're looking to get on a smaller DEX that has tons of traffic, especially the retail crowd, like the VoltaNew crowd, then get it on VoltaChange with just a couple clicks. Bam, your coin is tradable on Volt eChain. So definitely check that out if you're one of the smaller projects. Also, they're doing their buyback free tax event that's going on right now for the next 24 hours. This was posted about 12 hours ago. So for the next 12 hours, it'll be the tax-free event. That means it has to be a minimum purchase of around 250 USD. And then any coin you buy, first you pay the tax up front, and then it's refunded at the end of the event. So about 12 hours later. Big cost savings there. Check that out. Some more fun. So Gilbert Durinho Burns, that's his name. So he's the Brazilian UFC fighter, huge following on Twitter. As I mentioned a couple times before, he's fighting on January 21st. He has the big UFC 283 event against Neil Magny. It's a big primetime event, pretty much the biggest UFC night in the month of January. He's a Volt-sponsored athlete here. And then UFC.com, they just put out this big spread on him 2 days ago. 31st, Gilbert Burns, I'm coming to Brazil for a finish. He's a Brazilian athlete. I believe he lives in Florida right now, but I can definitely assure you, or I'd have to assume he's going to have some Volta new gear on his bag, on his clothing, on his shorts. It will definitely be some good sponsorship, good visibility for Volt in front of a huge international audience. Very exciting there. Excuse me. And the price is kind of remaining flat. People always asking, well, when are we going to get some pumps? Obviously, the market's remaining flat. Volt is remaining flat. But again, so I showed how Volt outperformed Bitcoin over the last couple weeks here. This is the 3-month chart here, and it is up versus where it was 3 months ago, whereas Bitcoin is obviously down considerably. And Volt, it wasn't even really affected by the FTX implosion. So this is the point on the chart where FTX imploded, and Volt actually, in the next week or so, pumped big time. It was just, it didn't even have any fall whatsoever. It was totally immune. Whereas Bitcoin, obviously, this right here, this is where FTX imploded. So the price just fell straight through a cliff right there and has been flat ever since then. So for today's episode, hope everyone again had a good New Year's and finishes out the holiday good today. I'll be back tomorrow with a new episode. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe button. I'd like to see the lightning bolts. Drop those in the comments section below if you're part of the Volt community or anyone else.